What's going on, YouTube? It's ya boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with ya boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of which, Kamari Green 53, you're the winner of last week's $50 giveaway. Hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL so I can get your information and send that over to you. A few things before we get straight into this. All right. First thing, I will be giving $100 away to somebody in the comment section who can put a correct two-man down in the comment section. Put your favorite two-man down in the comment section. All right? Favorite two-man down in the comment section, and I will randomly select and choose somebody who ended up hitting their two-man by the end of the night tonight. I'll announce it in tomorrow morning's video. $100. A lot of people stop betting during this time of year when it's just MLB, but it is time to eat. WNBA been feasting, MLB's continues to feast all season long. We got a lot of money to be made, baby, and if you haven't yet, PropsMadeEasy.com are the tools I'm using in this video. You can get them for only $15 a month right now using code YouTube at checkout at PropsMadeEasy.com. All right? So make sure you go lock that in. Another thing, down in the comment section, I'm going to pin the link to the Props Made Easy YouTube channel. Eventually, I will be nonstop doing videos on player props. They will be doing player prop videos over on the Props Made Easy channel, okay? And my channel will become back to the DFS channel so I can talk about my favorite DFS plays for daily fantasy sports for DraftKings and FanDuel. I definitely want to get back into that DFS bag, as y'all saw with the videos on both channels at some points. But while it's just baseball, I'm going to do these videos for MLB on here. I'll sprinkle in some DFS videos when I get an opportunity to, but I'm going to be doing these videos. But I want everybody to take a second, go to the pinned comment down in the comment section, and make sure you follow the Props Made Easy YouTube channel, because there will still be cool stuff posted over there. Still be posting top plays, little shorts and stuff over there. So make sure you follow that YouTube channel, and come NFL, we'll be going heavy on the videos over there as well. So make sure you subscribe to the Props Made Easy YouTube channel that's pinned down in the comments. Let's get straight into it, man. I have continued to feast on MLB. Props Made Easy tools are the best in the industry when it comes to succeeding in baseball. Whether it be player props, whether it be through the game center, whatever. We've got so many ways to make money at Props Made Easy, and it's only $15 a month using code YouTube right now. So, not to keep up too much of y'all's time anymore, let's get straight into it. By the way, shout out to everybody who's reached out to me and told me that you got a Novig or a Profit X account and you're in a state that can play those, and you guys are starting to get money on those accounts to start playing straight bets. Shout out to y'all, man, because that is a major step in actually starting to make some money in this game. Y'all know the DFS books are kind of built for those rookie level bettors that don't know any better. All they know is what they've seen the commercials for on Prizepicks and stuff. The sites that are more marketed. So they come in, they start playing a bunch of six-mans on Prizepicks and stuff, and they don't really understand why they're never able to make profit. Which you can make profit on those sites, but you gotta play top EV on every single play, or you just will lose your ass on sites like that. You feel what I'm saying? So the best way is the regular books that you can straight bet. Obviously, if you're only relying on one bet to hit to make profit, that's gonna be better than relying on 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. You feel what I'm saying? So straight betting on those regular books is going to be the best way to go. But nonetheless, we'll talk about the best options we have on Prizepicks. Let me refresh the tools real quick so we have the most updated version in front of us. And then we will talk about the best options we have for MLB for Prizepicks real quick. All right. At the top of the list, we have Eduardo Rodriguez under 16.5 outs on Prizepicks is a 4.65 EV. Any positive EV is a good thing. I talk about it sometime about like wanting to set like a default to like a 5% or range or so. But I mean, in baseball and on these DFS books, you can have some leniency and go down to like the 3.5, 4 range or whatever. Just make sure it's a positive EV. That's really what you want to focus on. Make sure there's 30 or more books baked in the consensus. That way, you know there's a good there's a good sample of data that's behind the consensus odds making it that type of EV. But nonetheless, the reason why this play is a 4.65 EV is because on Prizepicks, you're really getting minus 19 odds pretty much on both sides of the line when it comes to, the EV side of things. And when you compare that to the minus 130 that the consensus odds among 30 other books, that puts it at a good EV range. AI simulation projections at 16.15 for Eduardo Rodriguez on his under 16.5 outs. If we look at his last 5 games, he's gone under an 80%. Now, you know, I'm not a big person who relies solely on last 5 and stuff. I don't really care. But it's always good when you have the data on the front, which is the most important data. When you have a solid EV, when you have the AI sim on the under, and you've got the consensus odds up to -130 of 30 books, making it the 4.65 EV, that's the most important data telling you go under on Eduardo Rodriguez of 16.5 outs on Prizepicks. Then you flip the card over and you see he's gone under an 80%. That's just icing on the cake. Now, is that going to influence my pick? No, but that's icing on the cake of a play that should be good. So Eduardo Rodriguez under 16.5 outs today against the White Sox is a good place to start here. Next up, we got Anthony Volpe, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs at a 4.42 EV, -131 consensus, 30 books baked into that. AI sim projection on the over as well. When we look at Volpe over the last 5, he's got one big game against Baltimore. Otherwise, he hasn't hit it. But again, this is very matchup dependent. And batting, and when it comes to batting, it's a lot more streaky than when it comes to other plays, kind of like strikeouts and stuff like that. That's why when it comes to DFS picks and sports betting in general, I tend to bet a lot more on the top EV plays of like pitcher props, like outs or strikeouts or earned runs allowed. I'll do a lot more hits than I will hits, runs, RBIs, and stuff like that, just because even the best batters in the league can go out there and go 0 for 5. You know what I mean? There's a lot of variance in that. Nonetheless, you're getting a good value at these spots, and EV is the main concern. But me personally, I'm just telling y'all me personally what I like to do. Like Stephen Kolek is a play that I love on Prizepicks. It's a positive 3.98 EV for the over 3.5 strikeouts. AI sim is on the over, -129, almost -130 consensus among 59 books for Stephen Kolek's over 3.5 strikeouts. Now, a lot of people may flip the card over and be like, oh, he's only hit that in 20% of his last 5. But again, remember, the front of the card is the information I want to see the most of. That is the most important information. This really does not matter. This is just icing on the cake if it happens to be on the same side. All right? If you look over the season, you'll see. Like, let's open it up. So it's horrible, right? But if you look over the last 10, 60%, averaging 4 strikeouts per game. If you open it up to 10, last 10. Okay? So yes, last history may not like jump off the page for you for the over on Stephen Kolek's over 3.5 strikeouts, but the matchup against Washington here in this one, in the EV data, meaning the expected value you're expected to get right now, is solid. It is a play that you can rock with. All right, but yeah, so just to reiterate to y'all, when it comes to MLB, some of my favorite bets are pitcher bets, outs, hits allowed, strikeouts, those type of. They're a lot more predictable than the variance that you deal with batter stuff. Now, I don't want to put in your head to completely avoid these, because any big EV you always want to consistently do. Why? Because top EV plays are what's going to make you profit long term. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these are the plays that are the smart, data-backed, mathematical plays that you need to go with that will bring you profit. But just nonetheless, I've had a lot of success when it comes to pitching props. All right, let's go to, I selected all books for MLB, and we got sharp and safe selected, so we're only looking at plays that are already favored at -120 or higher on the sports books in question, while also being top EV, 5% or higher EV, 30 or more books baked in the consensus. So the sharp and safe filter has absolutely been dominating for people. We see it every single day in the Sharp Society community page, which you get access to when you join Props Made Easy. You see people's wins every single night on there utilizing the Sharp and Safe filter. The Sharp and Safe filter obviously is going to be one of the best filters in the entire betting industry. Why? Because it's limiting your risk as much as you possibly can in an industry where the risk is inevitable, right? You're taking plays that already baseline have a higher implied probability to happen based off the sports book, and then you're still getting it at a high EV due to consensus being way different odds. So you're still buying it at the best price you can. Ezekiel Duran over 0.5 hits is already heavily favored at -139 on Novig to happen. 10.13 EV percent, -178 is the average odds among 36 books that have this AI sim projection on the over as well. Duran's in a fantastic spot. His bases as well on Novig you can grab. Ramon Laureano under 1.5 bases at -132 on ProfitX, 8.79 EV. -162 for the under 1.5 bases for Laureano across 44 other books. So obviously, if you can get it at -132, it's great value. Again, if you're buying these plays consistently at a better value and you're beating the CLV consistently, that's how you make profit in this game. All right, CLV is closing line value. If you're beating the closing line value consistently, that's how you make money in this. Like plays like Gavin Lux over 0.5 hits is highly favored to happen. Yet it's still great EV due to consensus odds being minus 188 among 35 books, but you're getting it at minus 153. Again, huge, like highly implied to happen, but yet you're still getting solid EV. Now, is your payout going to be crazy playing a straight bet of this? No. But are these the kind of plays that if you're consistently playing that you're going to profit on? Absolutely. It's going to be a slower grind than playing like a minus 120 would be, obviously, because you're getting more juiced up odds. But nonetheless, you're playing a play that already is high implied to happen. Sharp and safe filter is the most consistent way to profit in a volatile industry that's up and down. Sharp and safe filter is going to be key for a lot of you, okay? Now let's talk about the pitcher props. Like I talked about loving the pitcher props. Let's check out strikeouts. Paul Blackburn. And a lot of times, another reason why I love the pitcher props as well is a lot of sports books tend to have lines for these. Like a lot of books provide these. So you get higher consensus odds. As you can see, I went to strikeouts prop. You have 58, 57, 58, 46. Like you have a lot of books built into these consensus odds, making the EV what it is. And as you can see, it's nothing but no vig. Like look at all the no vig amazing strikeout props over there right now. Paul Blackburn, under 3.5 strikeouts at minus 126 on Novig, 7.54 EV due to consensus odds being minus 150, almost among 50 other books. You're buying it at minus 126 when it's minus 150 damn near on 58 other books on average. Love this spot. As you can see, I've already said that I love this before I even started this video. I love that spot for Paul Blackburn, man. And make sure y'all get involved in the comments. Comment on the plays that you like. Let people know why you like them and what you're thinking about these plays. That way everybody can go over ideas. It was hilarious seeing the free square on Shy, the 0.5 people commenting like, what do y'all think about this? Like everybody was, it was funny as hell looking at the comments of that. So I love everybody getting involved in the comments. It was hilarious. Definitely, we love to raise that community vibe. As you guys know, not only we want to make y'all pro bettors, but we want the community to be amazing over at Props Made Easy as well, which is why we've got the comment ability to comment on each play available and talk among ideas over each individual play, as well as having the Sharp Society that you just be a part of a family of people just looking to profit together and make money together and just bet the smartest that you possibly can. Walker Buehler, over 4.5 strikeouts, already favored at minus 134 on Novig, 6.91 EV, minus 157 of the consensus among 57 books on the over 4.5 strikeouts, but yet you buy it at minus 134. Love Walker Buehler as well. Nick Lodolo, under 5.5 strikeouts at minus 127 on Novig, 5.81 EV, minus 145 among 58 books. Love this spot as well on Lodolo, under 5.5 strikeouts. And then Alan Winans, under 4.5 strikeouts at minus 128 on Novig, 5.7 EV, minus 146 among 46 other books. Again, also, when it comes to these peer-to-peer books, a lot of people naturally just play overs on plays. So a lot of times you can get better value on the unders than you will the overs. Why? Because people's natural mindset is to go over. They want to see overs. They don't care to see unders as much, which is something that you will grow out of as time goes on. Look, eventually you'll just be focused on making profit. You don't give a fuck if you'll have to play a under, over, side to side. Who gives a fuck if you're making profit, right? Anyway, all right, let's move on. Let's open it up real quick. See if there's any WNBA that we can look at real quick for all books. No WNBA on the board yet right now. I don't know if they have games or not right now. Anyway, let's move on. Game Center. All right. Over on the Game Center for MLB, let's open it up to all books. And then let's look at Sharp and Safe first thing. We do have a Sharp and Safe play. For those in Florida, you have a great play right here with the Minnesota Twins over 3.5 team total on Hard Rock. Already favored at minus 120 on Hard Rock, yet consensus odds are minus 135 among 75 books. 5.41 EV, Minnesota Twins over 3.5 team total is a great value. Again, the main focus that you need to have when it comes to picking your plays on a day-to-day basis is grabbing them at good value. And Props Made Easy helps you do that at only $15 a month using code YouTube right now. Grab that up because it will be back to the usual 20 not too long from now. Baseball is absolutely feasting at props made easy, and they don't love the idea of still having a discount for people when we're already only $20 a month. So lock in now so you can stock up during the baseball season and have it at $15 a month come the most popular time of year when NFL, college basketball, NBA starting back up. Everything is just firing on all cylinders. So lock in. All right. Minnesota Twins over 3.5 team total. Great spot. Already favored on Hard Rock. Minus 135 among 75 books, but yeah, you're getting it at minus 120. Easy to understand why that's a great play. Let's look at high EV Heat now. Now remember, these plus 300s are great EV, but they're also longer shot. You're not going to hit these as often. Now you will make a lot of profit long term with these, but very long term. If you want short, immediate success, you need to be playing the high EV Heat plays that are closer to like the plus 130s, plus 125s. Obviously, sharp and safe already favored. But let's scroll down right here to this play right here. The New York Yankees minus 1.5 run line is plus 134 on Novig, where it's plus 121 among 105 books. The reason I scrolled down to this is because y'all know how I feel about these big samples. I love when you get a huge sample like 105 books having a line at plus 121, but yet you can buy it at plus 134. That's a 5.42 EV. And these are the exact type of plays. While they won't be as consistent winners as a sharp and safe, they will make you more profit long term. You feel what I'm saying? So, for example, you got these both right here. Playing a plus 134 on a consistent basis, that's high EV, will make you more profit than this will. But this one will hit more consistently over a span of a month. Remember, it doesn't really matter what these do today. It matters what these type of plays will do consistently long term, right? Like if you play this Minnesota Twins play right here, right, and they don't go over 3.5 team total, and you decide that you no longer want to play EV anymore, and you switch your process, that's why you will be losing better. You have to live with losses when they happen and continue to play the only way that is proven to be successful, and that is plus EV. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go look at the home run prediction tool and take a look at our home run calls for today. All right, so, which, by the way, this tool has been absolutely dominating. Let's look at FanDuel. A lot of people like to make their slips over on FanDuel. Now, y'all know the strategy that I like to use using the home run prediction tool is, look, I want to play guys that have a high probability to hit a home run, obviously, yes, and any type of home run parlay I may build. And again, any home run parlay slip that you're making needs to be a quarter of your bankroll or half of your bankroll normal unit size, okay? Your normal unit size you place on bets, you need to do a quarter of that or half of that on parlays. Okay? Be smart, please. Don't get sucked into that shit that convinces you otherwise on social media. That's just, social media is fake all around. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these people, like, just talking about social media in general, if you go on IG, you see a bunch of people, everybody is happy. Everybody is rich as fuck. And everybody is so happy with Lamborghinis and all types of shit. Understand that that's just not reality. At the end of the day, that's what they want to perceive. Look, me and my girl, we got friends who are near us who will post how happy and how amazing things are on social media, but yet we know behind the scenes they're fucking depressed. It's never made much sense to me why people will live one way on social media when reality is another way. It never made sense to me on that, right? But it's the same kind of situation. Social media is social media. What you see online is fake. Like, you don't need to believe much of it at all. Don't believe what you see on social media because a lot of it is made up for views, made up for attention, made up for subscriptions, blah, 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 right? You got to find what you believe in and stick with it at the end of the day, because what's real in the sports betting world, which is why I have the following I have, because I'm a real dude who's going to tell you exactly what needs to happen. If you're doing something fucking stupid, I'm going to tell you you're fucking stupid. If you're doing something smart, I'm going to congratulate you. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to be real. I'm not going to worry too much about your feelings. I'm going to tell you what you really need to be doing, and because I want to see you do the best you can. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to say what benefits me when it hurts you in reality. And that's exactly what these parlays and shit will do. They're going to hurt you in the end. They're not going to help you in the end. The only person those help are the actual person who's getting you to pay a certain amount of money so that you can play a home run parlay they post and lose all of your fucking money. They benefit from grabbing your subscription fee. You're not benefiting from that at all. See, and that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on the sharpest, most smart bets that you possibly can play. All right? So looking at the home run prediction tool, what I like to do is go to the sportsbook you want to play a parlay on. And again, a quarter of your unit, half a unit. All right? For example, FanDuel is the most popular. Then I like to look at these top plays and find ones with a top Vegas edge. Now, what happens is the Vegas edge is built from taking the odds you're getting on FanDuel, because we have FanDuel selected, and comparing it to the consensus odds among the industry. And that gives you either a minus EV Vegas edge or a positive Vegas edge. Immediately, you see right here, Marcelo Meyer, 12.21 home run score. Great data backing him. Great matchup today against Kochanowicz, who gives up home runs. Positive 9.9 Vegas edge, you're getting at plus 520 on FanDuel. The fact you have a positive 9.9 Vegas edge tells us that the odds are worse everywhere else, but yet you're getting a great value here. So just know you're getting great value on FanDuel at a positive 9.9 Vegas edge. Next play, O'Neal Cruz is a positive 1.31, also in the nuke zone, 11.98. You have Wilyer Abreu, nuke zone, 11.85. A lot of Boston is like today against Jack. Understandably, 11.24 Vegas edge. So nuke zone with a positive Vegas edge. Not only are you playing plays that have the high home run probability based off data, but it also is based off of the odds that you're getting it at on that sportsbook you have selected. All right? So anyway, my favorite home run calls based off the value is Marcelo Meyer, O'Neal Cruz, probably these two. I'm not going to add Wilyer just because that's two guys from Boston. I got to choose one. So I'm going to choose Mayer because you're getting him at plus 520. Now, do I think Mayer has higher probability to hit a home run than Wilyer? No. But I like the value I'm getting at plus 520. That's what makes him better. Not only does he have a higher home run score, but he's plus 520 compared to 320. You get a higher payout this way. And if you're going to play home run parlays, might as well go for the biggest payout you can, because no way you do it is it going to be consistent. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be up and down. It's going to be a roller coaster. You might as well play the most return as you can. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let's go to odds, and automatically going to be ranked by highest odds to hit home runs. This is based off of, no, let me go to consensus, though. So I am at consensus, and I went to odds. This shows you the highest probability home runs in order based off of consensus odds. So Aaron Judge has the highest likelihood today to hit a home run, followed by Cal Riley. Both of them are solid plays if you want to put them both in because they're both nuke zones. Now, you're not going to get, I think they were both negative Vegas edge. But nonetheless, both of these guys have the highest probability to hit home runs today. And they're both in solid tiers. Green light tier for Cal Riley, nuke zone tier for Aaron Judge. So both of these guys are great. And then you have Dominic Canzoni at a solid shot rating at plus 235 consensus odds. Suarez, Carroll, Mike Trout. Like, these guys are all in order from consensus odds. Remember, this is taking every book known to mankind that has home run props and taking an average. So Aaron Judge is the top home run call. Cal Riley's the second highest. You can put these two in a parlay slip together. All right? So great options there with those two. All right? Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Let's keep feasting, baby. I'll see y'all every single day for these breakdowns. Remember to subscribe to the Props Made Easy YouTube channel because there's also cool shit that will be posted over there. So make sure you subscribe over there as well. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Let's have an amazing week. And I'm out. Peace.